How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, everybody.
All right, I got
Rubber dicks and kazzaroos.
Yeah, don't
right?
do that. Don't do that. All right, hey, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
Who's your favorite pedophile?
I don't know.
I've been waiting all day to ask that question.
Probably you. I don't know. Out of all of them that I know, I don't have one that I know of.
See, I think you do.
Okay.
Okay, how
Is it Michael Jackson?
how would you classify? What would you classify a pedophile as?
Someone who likes to fuck kids.
Okay, no, in specifics. Like what age? What age? Is somebody that is 18 and fucks a 17-year-old a pedophile?
No.
Okay. Is somebody that's 20 and fucks a 17-year-old a pedophile?
No.
Okay, so what?
No.
What
There's a specific definition. If you're attracted to prepubescent children, like before they even hit puberty, that's what a pedophile is.
Okay. Now you're gonna get all fucking sciencey on me and just steal my fucking punchline. Whatever.
What? Okay. So then,
So when's puberty happen?
I don't know, like 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Okay,
I
the
think.
dictionary definition is a person who is sexually attracted to children. There's nothing in here about prepubescence. So,
Okay.
what is a child?
Some.
Okay, is 10-year-old child
Yes.
11,
Yes.
12,
Yes.
13,
Yes.
14,
Yes.
15?
Borderline. Should I have waited to say borderline until you got a little higher? Would that have been a little better?
Okay, so you are saying, let's say that I agree with the Anthony definition of pedophile for the
Yeah.
sake of the rest of this conversation.
Okay.
So who's your favorite pedophile?
I don't know. I don't think I have one. I don't know. Unless I don't know, you know.
No, I think you're trying to play it safe because if you say that you have a favorite I have a favorite pedophile,
Okay. Who?
Elvis.
Elvis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Go burn a love.
I love her children, baby. Okay. So Elvis was a pedophile.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, you're going somewhere when you're dragging me along and I'm lost. Elvis. Okay.
No, God damn it, you make things so difficult. Okay, so I thought we were taking the easy route by first defining what a pedophile was, which we did. So an adult who is attracted to,
Children.
and in your eyes, somebody that is below 15 or maybe just had their quinceanera.
Oh, we weren't. I didn't know we were talking about Mexican kids. Yeah, it's different for them.
Okay, so if a pedophile is an adult who likes having sex with children,
Yes.
now I ask you again, who's your favorite pedophile? And you can't give me a fucking answer. What's so hard about this? Mine is Elvis. What's yours?
No, I don't. Oh, so here's the problem. I don't know her name. Like, it was the lady that, like, she was a teacher. She had sex with the kid, and then she got pregnant, and then she went to jail. And then when she got out, she, like, got married to the kid that she had sex with when he was a kid. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
No. But
Okay.
But wasn't there a bunch of those?
Yeah, but this one was like I said, she got pregnant, went to jail for fucking this kid. When she got out, she ended up marrying the kid that she went to jail for fucking, and they were married and had another kid after that.
Was it Mary Catherine Letourneau?
Sure, sounds right. Sounds just as right as anything else.
Oh, they split up after 20 years.
Oh, no, they were together for 20 years, so he was what, like 30?
He was 12. It's so fucking weird. She was 34, he was 12.
It's love. They had so much in common.
So that's your favorite? Like you think she contributes more to society than Elvis did?
Yeah, Elvis sucks.
I mean, now, yeah, but
He's so okay. Honestly, Do you like Elvis's music?
I like the fact that he stole it from black people and made money for white people.
You think you get some of that?
He was like the Eminem of the 50s.
Awesome.
Can
Anyways,
you
go ahead.
can you name somebody other than Elvis who did so much to steal from the black man and give back to the white community?
Vanilla Ice.
No. Vanilla Ice didn't change an entire culture. He just made rap popular.
Which changed an entire culture. Changed my culture. Do you know how boring I was before Vanilla Ice?
I have an idea.
Wait, aren't you the one that made the argument that he made rap safe?
He did.
Yeah.
I said that rap wouldn't be where it was at without Vanilla Ice.
Right.
But that's not the same as everything that Elvis did.
Which is?
Made rock music and soul music safe for white people. It's nowhere near the same thing.
Wait a minute. All right. So how I didn't realize Elvis was a pedophile.
Okay.
Is that just like is that a known fact, or are you making that up? I mean, can you slander somebody that's dead?
He was
Is that possible?
the lady that he married.
Uh-huh.
She was 14 and he was 24 when they started hooking up.
Oh.
And that fits your criteria.
Oh. Did she have boobs though? Because they're like
So it's age plus bra size. Got it.
she's a 14 double D. We're good.
Okay, just so I'm clear, a 15A is illegal, right?
Right. Yeah, 15B is borderline. We're gonna have to look at it on a case by case basis.
Your Honor, I'm requesting to see those things.
I'm requesting to delay this trial until she's a little older. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so I had this idea and I didn't know if you wanted to do it.
Okay.
I was going to talk to you about it before we started recording, but we didn't get a chance with all of our really important shit we were doing.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking, I don't know what you'd call it, like a tier list, maybe,
Okay.
where let's say that, fuck it, we'll just do it now. Who gives a fuck? Like, worst case scenario is,
What year? Yeah, really. What year was this that Elvis was with a 14-year-old girl?
1959.
Yeah, they didn't know any better.
Oh, okay. God, I feel like you're constantly taking a side.
Am I? Elvis wasn't really that bad of a guy. I mean, come on.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a bracket. That's what
Okay.
I was trying to think of. Okay, so we're going to try to come up with the best pedophile. Favorite. Okay. So Jerry Seinfeld versus Elvis.
Wait a minute. Jerry Seinfeld's a pedophile too? How's that?
Well,
I think you're taking my definition just so you can slander people. There's no way.
okay. Maybe not to your definition. No, he's not.
Okay.
She was 17,
Oh,
He was-
Jesus. That's just regular.
60.
He was 60. Is he even 60 now?
He was what, 39?
Okay. And she was 17.
Yes.
Okay. Worst case scenario is that's weird. It's not pedophile. You're not a pedophile. That's stupid.
Okay. How old's your daughter?
16.
Okay. If she comes home with me,
With Jerry Seinfeld? If she comes home with Jerry Seinfeld, I'm good.
what's the deal with the pedophiles? Okay. If she came home with somebody my age,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sitting in your living room like, hey, you got any scotch?
That would be awesome. He got
What do old people drink? What's that drink that's like a
Like a gin and tonic or whatever? Or
No,
like
it's somebody's name, like a Roy Robertson or a Roy Orbison or
Roy. Rob Roy? Roy Orbison. It's a Roy Orbison. That's what we're going with.
what's the drink that's got a name in it?
Shirley Temple?
No,
I thought it was a Rob Roy.
no,
Then I don't know.
Johnny Walker.
That's kind of whiskey.
An old
Jack
fashioned
Daniels.
No. But anyway, whatever. If I come home, if I come over to your house and sit down and I'm sitting there talking to you like, so yeah, we just have a lot in common.
Wait, so why is your voice deeper? You're already old. You haven't proved that you're a little older?
I like to put some bass in my voice to intimidate dads.
Awesome.
You're gonna sit there and tell me that you wouldn't be sitting across from me thinking, if I wasn't such a bitch, I'd throw this creep out of my house.
Right. No, I'd offer you want to stay the night? What? No, of course. Of course I would. It's different.
Okay.
It's different.
Would you? Why?
Because it's my daughter. Duh.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about other people's daughters.
You can't apply this rule to. You can't apply a. You're an idiot.
No, you're retarded. Are you trying to pretend like there's no difference between your daughter and everybody else's daughter? No, there is, of course. You fuck whoever else's daughter you want at any age. I don't give a fuck. Leave my daughter alone. There's a difference.
Now I'm specifically only going to go after your daughter because you told me I can't have her.
So you have a daughter.
It's okay. It's
you
okay.
have to understand.
I'm a reverend.
All right, as long as my daughter should be safe then. It's like my son, no.
For the sake of this conversation, asshole, you can't. You've got to pretend like we're talking about your daughter so I can get your true feelings on the subject instead of you just trying to be funny all the fucking time. You can't say that it's okay to fuck 17-year-olds unless their last name is the same as your name. I almost said your last name.
Wait. I didn't even understand what you said.
God, you're so frustrating. Okay.
All right. So, what? Okay. I want you to tell me what a kid
18.
is.
Under 18.
That's it. Why?
See how easy that is?
Why?
Because that's what the law says, and anything else will get me violated. Because that's when you're old enough to vote. That's when you're old enough to fuck. That's the rules.
That's the rules. You're nothing but person that follows the rules, I guess.
Okay. Do I think that two people that are having sex when they're 17 and then one of them turn 18s, do I think he should be arrested? Yes. Why? Because that's rape.
It's the law. It went from consensual to non-consensual real quick.
Right at midnight.
Yep.
Okay. So I am very black and white. I'm not a gray thinker.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Drives me crazy.
So I need definition.
Yes.
Okay. It can't be age plus bra size because they could buy bigger bras than what they need, and that throws off the whole fucking thing.
No. That's the crime. If she buys a bigger bra, then she committed the crime.
That's like false ID.
Right. Just because she used a false ID, why should I go to jail? I didn't know. So
Isn't it easier if there's just a line in the sand?
well, yeah, it's easier, but it's also retarded.
Okay, what if it's line in the sand plus age difference?
No, that's even stupider.
No, it's not.
What? Yes, it is. Why should that matter? Why should the age difference matter? Other than they have nothing in common. But that's on them. On the outside looking in, why should the age difference matter? Right.
Okay, so then it's just 18.
Right.
I don't have a good answer because
That's what it is. We're arguing for something that already exists. That's what
Right.
it is. It's 18. But but that doesn't mean that it's not retarded to think that a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old that guy's a pedophile. Words have meanings. You're not a pedophile if you like a 17-year-old girl. It's retarded. It's retarded. So, okay, so if you're 60 and you go out with an 18-year-old, are you like just on the edge of being a pedophile?
No, she's a woman.
Oh, okay. For some reason, we've made this weird connection between like if you're a pedophile, it's the same as if you fuck a 5-year-old and you fuck a 17-year-old. It's the same thing. It's just a pedophile.
Yeah, for the sake of this fucking bit I'm trying to get through, it is. That's what I thought made. You know what? I'm done. Next thing. Fuck. Everything with you is. Let's just show everybody how fucking smart I am.
Are you retarded? You think this makes me look smart? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I'm just so tired of them saying that a 30-year-old and a 17-year-old is the same as a 4-year-old and a 19-year-old,
Get
whatever.
to your fucking bit and shut up.
No, I threw it across the fucking room. We're done. We're done.
You can't remember it? You had to write it down?
I was making brackets, you fuck.
What are you making brackets for?
Right. You don't even pay attention to what's going on. We were in the process of trying to decide who the best pedophile was. And now we can't even add Jerry Seinfeld because she was 17 and not 14 per your rules.
You use the word we like we were making brackets. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You were making brackets and dragging me along.
Okay, so drag me along. Let's see what you got, motherfucker.
Oh my god. So how did you have a list of names? Is that what you came up with here? You had a list of names like of celebrities or something?
I'm not talking to you. Obviously, if I'm sitting here reading the article.
What article?
And the one that says do not read.
You're killing me.
Anthony, who is your favorite pedophile? Don't open this. The first thing on the... Do you even have your fucking Trello board open, you cocksucker?
Yes.
You know what? Hold on. Listen to this.
All right.
Favorite pedophile? Complete. Moving on. Okay, let's go to what you put on here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you hear Mike Tyson is selling ear-shaped cannabis-infused edibles?
I did. I heard that.
Wowzer.
All right.
That's
Mike Tyson check. That's about all you can say about that. Wowzers.
some hard-hitting stuff. Okay, so my idea, which we're not going to do, at least not on this episode,
Okay.
is to create a bracket, like, let's say 10 spots, and then you fill them 10. Do you know what brackets are? Have you ever seen sports before?
Yeah, I've watched a sports ball game once or twice.
Okay. So let's say we were going to do favorite type of chair,
Okay.
as an example.
Right.
So you would have recliner and
Kitchen.
kitchen, dining room, yard, whatever, camping, toilet, anything. And then we were going to debate, like, out of the first two, what is the best, whatever this is, to try to get to the end of the bracket to determine what is the best chair in this example.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And I wanted to do the same thing with pedophiles because I thought it would be funny.
Gotcha.
But you took that from me.
No, I didn't.
You did. It's all the way
No.
over there, and I'm not getting up to get it.
You took it from yourself.
No, you were going out of your way to make it incredibly difficult to move forward because you were hyper focused on trying to sway what the meaning of pedophile is. And for the sake of this thing to work, pedophile had to be whatever I said it was, and it didn't have to have meaning.
Yeah. So what time do we normally meet? To
5:30.
5:30. So from 5:30 to 6.
I couldn't get a word in.
Now you're gonna lie. Now you're gonna come in here and lie.
Okay, how many things in the last 5 minutes before we started recording did I say, okay, yeah, I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about this, and that was all shit that wasn't even show. It was show related, but not this episode related. But I can't fucking get a hold of you because you're so busy.
Right.
Hey, you got time to talk? Nothing. Crickets. You literally sent me crickets back, and then 2 hours later. Yeah, just call anytime. Like, motherfucker, I'm in bed now.
Sorry, do I need a pager? So when you're ready to talk, is that what you're telling me now?
Should I just start putting 911 on my text?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know that it'll make a difference, but yes.
Okay. Can we try to put the first half hour of this episode behind us and start over?
Yeah, that means we got 10 more minutes of this bullshit because we're only 20 minutes in. Oh, shit. So I had no idea that you were trying to make brackets. No idea that you wanted the broadest definition of pedophilia possible.
You should have known that I was trying to make brackets because I said, I have an idea. I'm going to make brackets. See, that's what should have been that's how you should have picked up on the idea.
Oh, okay.
Is when I said, here's my idea. Like, I think word for word, that's what I said is I have an idea. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make brackets and see who the best pedophile is. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, now, wait a minute. Pedophile doesn't mean that you're...
Okay. Your version of history is my favorite version of history.
Okay. Just to see what you come up with. Let's say that we're in court.
Okay.
What is your version of what happened?
My version of what happened. You were talking about something I wasn't quite following what you were talking about. Didn't get it. And I was trying to go along, and you were getting more and more angry.
I object.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Isn't that on you then? Why wouldn't you seek clarification instead of just playing dumb?
Because it's almost like you don't understand the point of this. It was funny to me. It made me laugh, and it made you more and more angry, which made me laugh more and more.
Right.
It was funny.
You take what could be a decent concept, wipe your ass with it, and then just sit back and laugh like, it made me laugh. So I'm glad you're pissed off.
I wouldn't say I'm glad you're pissed off, but
you're not upset.
No, not at all. Because it was funny. I still think it was funny. I think the whole thing turned out funny. Just because it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to.
Okay, so now I ask you, what do you have to talk about?
No, there's all kinds of crap on here. Oh, shit. Yeah, we have a whole...
Okay, then pick something, because I'm not. The last time I picked something, you wiped your ass with it.
So that's what we're doing now?
No, I'm saying you pick something. I tried it. It didn't work. Now you pick something.
So have you heard about, that there's a huge border crisis in Texas?
I have heard that there is an alleged border crisis. Yes.
Right. So they are taking those people, illegals, and busing them to Chicago and Washington and wherever else they'll take them. They're just literally putting them on a bus and giving them a one-way ticket to Chicago. And the people in Chicago have decided that they are a sanctuary city where they're not going to prosecute.
Dude, okay, what's going on in your fucking state?
It's so fucked. Shit is so fucked.
Okay, am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah.
So you can commit second-degree murder.
Yes.
And the cop can only write you a ticket with a court date.
Yes. And
that is fucking awesome.
So it's not in effect yet, but eventually when this law comes into effect or whatever, right after the midterms.
January 1st is what the article said.
Right. So on that list of things that are now, I don't know, quasi-legal, I guess. Like if they can't arrest you, that means it's legal. They just give you a ticket and hope you show up for court.
No, don't spin this, because just saying it the way it is bad enough. You don't have to bullshit.
I'm not. I'm not bullshitting.
Just because somebody can't take you to jail doesn't mean something's not illegal. So don't say that. It's still illegal.
Yeah, by like the letter of the law, I guess. But if the way this works is on that list is trespassing. So if somebody decides I have a shed in my backyard and they're going to live in my shed, like
they get a ticket.
I live here now, and I call the cops and they say, hey, this guy is living in my shed and he's a registered sex offender and I have kids. And the cops come and they like go talk to the guy and they're like, so you live here now, huh? And he says, yes. And they're like, well, here's a ticket. Show up in court if you want.
No, it's not show up in court if you want. It's show up in court, or I'll come back and tell you again to show up for court.
Right, right. That's what I was going to say. What happens if he doesn't show up in court?
The second time, after the second time, then there's a warrant issued for his arrest.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. See, I didn't get that far. It was so stupid I couldn't even read it anymore. It's so fucking dumb.
And he doesn't even have to say, "Oh, I live here now." He can just say, "No, this is his shed, but I'm not going to leave."
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. It's not even squat or anything. It's I'm not. You can't make me leave.
Yeah,
you can write me a ticket. No, I'm done with you. You work for me.
You work for me now. So don't. I'm having trouble understanding how people think. I know what I think. I'm curious if you could put a spin on this to where this is a good idea.
Yes.
This will make things better. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why they're doing this
Yeah.
is to eliminate systemic racism.
Okay.
No,
That's it.
no. I mean, are you against eliminating systemic racism?
Yes. 100% yes. We need more systemic racism.
Okay. So these are not my words. This is not my thought. This is from the people that put this bill out.
Okay.
Okay. It is a fact that it is not fair. Okay, those are my words. It is a fact that it is not fair that rich people can commit crimes and then go home to their families, whereas poor people commit crimes and then have to sit because they can't afford bail and wait for their court date. So,
I agree with that, but either there's two solutions. Don't be poor or don't commit crimes.
okay, anyway. So you're just being unrealistic. So
How is that unrealistic? It's unrealistic to say don't trespass on my property? How's that unrealistic?
you're being unrealistic. Anyway, so the thought is what this new law in Illinois is it eliminates the need for cash bail on nonviolent crimes other than aggravated battery.
Second degree murder.
It's second degree murder. Oh, let's see. What else is there? There's a whole list of them. I think there's 10. Here we go. The Safety, Accountability, Fairness, and Equity Today Act, safety, would restrict crimes would restrict which crimes a person can be arrested for, and would free those in custody for 12 offenses, including second-degree murder, aggravated battery, arson, drug-induced homicide, kidnapping, burglary, robbery, intimidation, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing and eluding, drug offenses, and threatening a public official.
So kidnapping is on the list.
Yes.
So you can kidnap someone and the cops will just write you a ticket?
Yes.
How does that work? Tell us where the kid is. No. Well, here's a ticket.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get back in there and do whatever it was that I was doing. Is this even your house? It is now. Well, you're going to give me another ticket, motherfucker?
I'll just start collecting them.
Okay, if you don't get the fuck out of here, copper, I'm going to shoot you. All right, get him another ticket.
It's another ticket. God damn. So I think it says somewhere in that act that if you're on like a court, like a release where they put an ankle monitor on you or whatever, I don't remember the specifics of it, but it said that you have to be non-compliant for 4 days before the cops will even look for you. Like,
before they're allowed to look for you.
Yeah, before they're allowed to look for you. So
you get a 4-day head start.
Right, yeah. So you get a 4-day head start after you second degree murder somebody.
Okay. So the other important thing is that in the future, so this thing goes into effect on January 1st.
Yeah.
So at midnight, everybody that is currently being detained waiting on their trial is out. They're all free to go.
Right. It's so crazy.
It's fucking nuts. Like, how can you sit here and tell me that you care who fucks your kids and then you're going to live in the middle of that shit?
Right. everything that happens in Illinois, it's literally like they are speaking directly to me. We want you to leave. They want me to leave so bad. I wonder if I just move, if all this shit will just go away. Because that's what they'll stop doing this if I leave, you know? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so just so we're clear, the purge is January 1st.
Uh-huh.
They're letting all the second-degree murderers and homiciders and kidnappers and burglars, robbers,
Trespassers,
intimidators, all of them,
arsonists,
arsoners, eluders, everybody.
the eluders.
Okay, so they're just opening the doors and everybody's pouring out.
Uh-huh.
Anybody that commits those crimes after midnight,
Uh-huh.
they get a ticket. And they're bussing in illegals at the same time.
Right. Which is so awesome. Do you know what? So they bust those illegals from Texas to Chicago. And when they got to Chicago, the mayor of Chicago or whatever, she put them on another bus for the suburbs of Chicago. She said, just get them out of here. Like, she just sent them to like a suburb somewhere. Just did the same thing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I wonder what it would take for me to get a free bus ride on the government to anywhere I want to go, like a couple different times. Just,
Okay, so what's it going to take for you? Why would you stay there?
I have no other choice.
Move.
I mean, I guess that's not
Yeah.
true, but what am I going to do? If I had to, and do what? To where? Wait, to where and do what?
To whatever the nearest state is to you.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
That's not Illinois.
yeah, I could, but then I don't know. I'm in a good situation with my house payment and stuff, you know. You gotta,
Yeah, but because you
got a
live
cheap
in
house payment.
you live in the fucking world's biggest ghetto, which is Illinois.
Yeah.
Of course it's cheap.
You're right about that. There's a huge tie with Illinois, like the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker or whatever, and his family. There's a big tie between them and the like medical industrial complex that's pushing all this trans bullshit too. It's a huge there's like a huge connection between all of that. And it's so crazy to see what's actually going on, you know? I guess JB Pritzker's cousin or sister or brother, whatever the fuck it is trans and donates like millions of dollars to hospitals that cut off girls' tits. Like, it just all
Makes
of it
them
is just so crazy.
From this point forward, that surgery is called making a girl going back to underage again.
We're euthanizing them.
That's a good play on words, sir.
Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I want to move, but you know, the situation is bad. Can I come
Okay.
live with you,
No.
please?
God, there's no fucking way I could put up with your, like, I'm sure you forget to put the toilet seat down.
No. That's just rude. Wait, why would that bother you anyways? What, do you sit to pee?
I sit to shit.
Put the toilet seat down before you shit if it's such a big deal to you.
No, my house, my rules.
All right. Is that it? That's the only rule? Because I'm on my way if that's the only rule.
Like, is there like, doesn't Joe Rogan promote something that can fix your fucking memory?
I don't have a bad memory. It's fine.
Oh, you have the worst fucking memory of anybody that I've ever talked to. Like, it's to the point where it's not even cute anymore. It's just fucking annoying.
Was it ever cute?
Yes, it used to be when you were Goldfish Boy.
So just start calling me that again. I don't remember ever you ever calling me that, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways.
All right, I got one for you.
All right.
Do you know who Jason Momoa is.
Is he an actor? Didn't he like a big guy, right?
Yeah, he played that water guy, I think.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want you to understand about this.
Okay.
This is news.
Okay. Okay.
But this is important. This is news from weather.com.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. News means it's something you should know about,
Right.
right? It's a big deal.
Right.
Weather.com is weather.
I'm assuming it's weather related, right?
Okay. Here's the headline.
Okay.
Actor Jason Momoa chops off his trademark long hair in protest against single-use plastic.
What? Was it during a hurricane or something? What does that have to do with weather?
What does it have to do with anything? Like, am I going to stop using water bottles because fucking Dingus here got a goddamn haircut? Like, I give a fuck if he cut off his hair. Like, how self-important do you have to be? Okay, so what if I just come on here and say I lost 3 pounds for single-use plastic? Like,
Just say you grew your hair out. I grew my hair out for single hair. I didn't shave this week for single hair for single use plastic.
how fucked up do you have to be inside your head to think that like you're going to talk about this publicly? Like, so I'm cutting off my hair and it's because people use too many plastic water bottles. And this is my protest. I'm doing what millions of people do every day. They cut their hair.
Yeah,
Every fucking
they pay
day.
people to do it.
There's businesses, there's thousands of businesses all over the country, even the world,
Even the world.
that's their job. People are like, hey, I haven't cut my hair in 2 weeks, so I'm going to go there. And this guy who went to a college, I guess, it's called Barber College.
Barber College, right.
And he fucking plugs the clippers in, and then it tickles the back of your neck, and then he brushes you off, and then you get your candy cane and you fucking leave.
Oh, he says, you did your part for plastic. Good job.
Right. So that's the other thing. Why does he think that cutting his hair off is going to stop single-use plastic when people have been cutting their hair forever?
Before plastic.
And
Before
plastic just keeps getting worse. Maybe it's all the haircuts is what's causing the plastic use.
This guy's an asshole.
You're part of the problem. Like, I don't give a fuck about this guy. I don't even think I haven't even seen Aquaman. I don't care. It just struck me as odd that looking for news, I found a link to weather.com and it was about some fucking actor who's protesting single-use plastic by cutting off his fucking hair
Right.
like some self-important prick. It's just fucking asinine.
It's like these people that are, famous actors in Hollywood, they really believe the hype that they are like some sort of an important class of people and the things that they do matter. And if they cut their hair, well, the normal people wouldn't cut their hair if it was this beautiful. Normal, beautiful people don't cut their hair. So I have to have a reason to do it. It just seems so crazy.
Yeah. So do you think in real life he was just like, I'm tired of this shit in my fucking face. I'm going to cut it off.
No.
Give me something to protest against so I can get this cut off.
No, I think in real life, he had a movie role that required for him to have short hair. That's all. That's all this, like, he doesn't care if he has long hair or short hair. He's literally not even a person. Like, his life is dictated by what movie role he's playing at the time, right? So short hair. And then his publicist said, hey, you have to cut your hair for this movie anyways. Why don't you say it's for plastic? and he's like,
but why would my hair be plastic?
right. And that's probably exactly how the conversation went.
But I don't want to have plastic hair. I like how it blows in the wind. Do you see me get out of the pool?
Right. Oh, shit. I just never got.
Can you start calling me Waterman instead of Aquaman?
Waterman?
Because I don't know any other Spanish.
Aqua sounds too Spanish. I never got the whole celebrity thing. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you worship these people or even care about these people at all. Like, geez. I don't get it.
Okay.
Okay. Waterman done.
Okay. Going, Canadian Memphis man kills 4. Oh, there it is. Jason Momoa complete. Oh, this one's funny.
All right.
Well, you know what I mean when I say funny. Alleged rape victim jailed and held on $500,000 bail. So I read this article, and what it is this woman, 20-year-old woman, was raped by a 30-year-old man,
Okay.
and he forced drugs in her, beat her up, raped her.
Okay.
But the judge decided that she was a flight risk, so he locked her up until the trial. So the other guy can get out on bail,
So the other guy, the guy's out on bail.
but
Holy fuck!
she can't leave jail for getting raped.
And is that in America?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
That is amazing.
all these words are in English. Hold on.
Wow.
Jackson County, Cook, Oregon. There we go.
Oregon. So what is he like? She's a flight risk, and he doesn't want her to leave because
Because people aren't supposed to fly. I don't know.
he put her on the no-fly list too. Does it say what she was wearing at the time?
He was arrested on rape, sodomy, kidnapping, assault, and weapon use charges.
Yeah, she should go to jail. He had to use a weapon? What the fuck?
Resisting.
She's in jail and resisting. That would be awesome. So, is there any way that she can get bail?
No.
Like, she can't. She's just in jail. That's it. That's the end. The judge is like, yeah, just go to jail. It's just,
You cry a lot. Just get out of here.
I don't want to hear this shit. Get out of here.
Jail record showed the woman was booked at noon on Tuesday.
Oh, her last name
Okay.
is Sanchez, so we're good. It's fine.
Judge made his decision on September 1st affidavit that Cook requested be sealed in court records because the affidavit contains information which, if released, could jeopardize the defendant's right to a fair trial. So lock her up.
Lock her up. We want her to have a fair trial, so she needs to go to jail. I don't understand how this is legal. How does a judge get to decide that a woman can go to jail for being raped? How does that work?
Instead of getting ordained for a religion, I should have been ordained for a judgeship. It seems like I could have been more impactful as a judge.
Could have sent all kinds of rape victims to jail. We're gonna have to start a whole new jail. This one's getting overpacked. This is just the rape victim jail.
Oh, are you saying you don't believe in having a fair trial? Is that what your problem is with me?
Right. What do you think about having jails specifically set up for the crime? Like, each jail is like its own crime. So all the criminals that commit the same type of crimes are together. So that way we're not like mixing criminals where they learn new trades. You know what I mean? It's all just kind of the same.
Okay, how do I think about that? So then everything becomes a federal crime, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so every crime is a federal crime, and that's how we're starting this off, and you're good with that.
Right. Yes. Absolutely.
So, and to what level do you break it out?
What do you mean?
Okay, so murder.
Yeah.
Is it all murderers go to the same prison or only first degree murder? Like if you premeditate the murder, you go to a different prison than if it was.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So I think the first step would be no more men's and women's prisons, right? And like we stop breaking it out at men's and women's. So, and I think just the offense, it would be so much easier. We're cutting the red tape. There's no more first, second, or third degree murder. Did somebody die? Did they die because of you? That's the crime. And then here's your jail.
Okay, I object.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to jail with a common criminal like a murderer. If I accidentally get drunk and accidentally get behind the wheel again and accidentally plow through a family, you're going to put me in there with somebody who hid in somebody's bushes and slit their throat? What are you?
All right. So how about regular murder and accidental murder?
Okay, I think that's like why they make degrees. So like manslaughter.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be a degree. I'm trying to make everybody equal. I don't want them to be like your murder is less or more than my murder. It's all the same, right? But okay, maybe we'll put them put the jails next to each other. Like the regular murder goes here, the accidental murder goes here.
They can share a common fence.
You're right. Yes. Yeah. See, now we're thinking it through. That's good. They can share a common fence. They got one bathroom for both prisons, right in the middle.
Don't you think that? Wouldn't it be better if, like, we just do what we originally did, which is just take Australia and make it our prison, and then just ship everybody there and let them figure it out?
Yes, that'd be awesome. Until they start figuring it out enough to where they get like nuclear weapons, and once they get nuclear technology, we're fucked. So, couldn't they just do that here? Just take like Alaska, put them in Alaska. That's its own little island or whatever, right?
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to give them Hawaii. It's way too nice.
What about Cuba or something? So there's got to be some place. Okay, well, you can't really do that. If we ship them all to an island, that means that you're just there forever. So everything is a life sentence.
Right. All crime?
Yeah, so I'm not for that. So it's not going to work.
Okay. Then doesn't that mean that we can have just two types of crime? Crime and not crime. Like you go to jail for life for crime, and we'll let you do work release for non-crime.
So you're going to arrest somebody for non-crime?
I mean, we're changing definitions here. It's still a crime, but like not a crime in the sense that you think of the word crime. You understand? We're just
so this is what you felt like at the beginning of the episode. Right. Got it. Okay, now I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to ask a question because I'm not understanding where you're going with this.
Okay.
Are you suggesting we arrest somebody for not a crime, but it's what used to be called a crime, but now that we've determined it's not a crime, it's just a new meaning?
Yes. Yeah. So there's got to be another word, right? Right now we think of crime as like anything that's against the law, but like there's got to be like levels of crime, like first degree murder or second degree murder.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
And we should probably break it out. So like if you rob somebody, that's not really the same as murder. You know what I mean? We can break those out. And it might,
like a felony or a misdemeanor or something like that.
Yeah, and it seems unreasonable to have everybody in their own jail for each crime. We should probably just put them all together, but separate them like maximum security for the really bad crimes.
You're really getting to the bottom of this. So what do you think about empowering high school bullies with badges so they can collect all the bad guys for us?
I kind of like the idea. Do we give them guns?
Yeah, no training, but yes, we give them firearms. And I think it's important that they have tanks for the really bad people.
Right. The smaller the town, the bigger the tank they need.
If you think about how fucking stupid all of this sounds. So let's pretend that we're back in the Wild West. You know, we're playing poker and we just got done fucking whores and having whiskey or whatever it is that poker people do.
It's all they do.
And some guy comes waltzing in. He's like, "Hey, I'm from the future. Here's what's in store for you." So you know that guy, you call him Sheriff. Okay. Right now, when one of you guys steal a horse, you know he has the power to deputize people, right? So then they now have the power to come shoot you and bring you to justice.
Right.
Okay. You know how you thought it was fucked up that we used to hang people in the streets? Or that we currently do because
I'm from the future we're talking about now.
Yes.
So confusing.
Okay. So get this. We're going to invent a thing called tanks. Okay? And what this is what you know as the Army is going to grow to this massive corporation that's going to take over the world. There's oil, not over in them there hills, over in that there desert. So we're going to create this army. And so let me back this up. First, we brainwash a bunch of 18-year-olds.
Right.
And we train them how to kill.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to back this up even further. So they're going to build a couple real tall buildings, and we're going to knock them down, and that's going to piss people off. Then we're going to brainwash the kids. Then we're going to steal the oil, and we're going to have this surplus of these army vehicles, and we're just going to put the county deputy fucking sheriff badge on the side.
Here's an army vehicle and some spray paint.
And they're going to use them to break down your fucking door and steal your pot. Oh yeah, it's illegal in the future.
Pot's illegal, right? Exactly.
Oh, just wait till we go through the point where that whiskey you're drinking, we're going to decide that's illegal too.
Yeah.
You're lucky we don't have the fucking tanks for that though.
Imagine if they would have had tanks when whiskey was illegal. It might still be illegal. Oh, God.
Okay, so you're telling me weed's legal everywhere in this country? No. So there's some places that it's legal, and there's some places that you'll go to jail for life. Oh, but that's very clearly defined, right? No, it changes all the time.
It changes all, and sometimes they'll prosecute you, sometimes they won't. It's cool, whatever.
Well, at least we know we're safe. People will go to jail if they murder. Well, that also depends on where you're at.
Yeah, states' rights.
No, in some places you get a ticket.
I can murder somebody and just get a ticket? That's awesome.
Don't get raped though, because then you'll go to jail for a while.
Which one is second-degree murder? Which kind is that?
When it's not premeditated.
So does that mean, going back to the other story, if it's not premeditated, if I'm just getting into a fight with somebody and I stab them and they die and I'm sitting there, the cops show up and I'm sitting on the curb, knife in hand, blood all over me, dead guy laying next to me, they just write me a ticket and leave?
Okay, so I don't know about that because, like, I think I could make the argument that you attempted to kill him. Like, you knew what you were doing.
Okay.
So I'm not a fucking lawyer. I'm a goddamn priest.
Should have went to
So-
law school.
If you punch somebody,
Yeah.
all right. So let's say I punch somebody and I knock them out and they fall back and hit their head on the curb and die. So,
Okay.
like, what is it? Subdermal hematoma?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sure, whatever. Okay. So I just sit down and wait for the cop to come write me the ticket. He's going to show up and say, what happened? I say, I punched him and he fell backward, hit his head and died.
Yep.
They write me a ticket. And then I go home.
Then you go home. Huh.
Now I know, like, if I come to your house and you open the door and I shoot you in the face,
Yeah.
okay, that would be first degree
Whoops.
murder.
What if you say whoops? Does that make a difference?
But if let's say I'm driving by your house and I let off a shot and it goes through your window and hits you in the head,
Uh-huh.
that would be second degree. I wasn't trying to kill you.
Uh-huh.
It's just an oopsie.
So if you did, it's an oopsie. If you did the right thing and pulled over and waited for the police, they couldn't arrest you. They would just give you a ticket.
Yeah, it was an accident.
All right, show up in court 6 months. Try not to shoot anybody else. Do they even take your gun? I mean, you haven't been charged with a crime, so can they even take your gun?
So I guess I don't know the specifics on that. So let me think. Okay, so you get arrested,
Yeah.
then you go in front of the judge, then you get charged, then he sets bail. So yeah, you haven't been charged with a crime yet.
Right. So you get to go. He just gives you your gun, gives you a ticket for the court date, and then they don't collect any evidence or anything. They just leave. So when it comes to trial, everybody's just like, yeah, I kind of forgot what happened. So I guess charges are dismissed.
How do you think this is going to work? Like, I mean, this is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm assuming somebody's going to break in my house like the day after this goes into effect. Why? They're just waiting to break into people's houses until the next day. Everybody who's not a criminal is going to get burglarized and raped and murdered and kidnapped or whatever.
God, I hope you get raped and sent to jail.
Thanks. I think
There's not many things that I would give up for this show, but that is one of them. I would be happy
if I got
To
raped,
wa-
I'd sent to jail for it.
to walk away from this if, for the trade-off, you get butt fucked and then arrested for it. And then the guy that butt fucked you just gets a ticket.
And then my family stones me to death for shaming the family or whatever. That'd be even better. When I read stories like this, I always wonder, how is this real? How is it that somebody can go to jail for being raped? Like, how does that
hold on,
happen?
isn't this what you want? Less government, less interference, less power? Like, this is
what?
what you wanted.
They sent somebody to jail. How is that what I wanted?
No, I'm talking about the Illinois law. Like, this should be right up your alley. You said nothing
Should
should
it?
be illegal,
Right?
which,
Wait, did I say that?
yes,
Oh, I stand by it.
good for Lightfoot.
No. You're misinterpreting my argument.
No, that was your argument, like 100%.
Shut up. Yeah. So it wasn't though. You can't have partial, like, what do you call it? Like a half step, right? Like, we're going to allow criminals to run free, but at the same time, you're still not allowed to defend yourself. It's still illegal to shoot people who, like, you can't defend yourself. So that has to happen all at one time. Like,
It's not illegal to defend yourself. That's stupid.
It's not illegal to defend yourself, but if somebody were to trespass on my property and the cops wouldn't remove them and I remove them and they end up shot or hurt, I'm liable. Like, I go to jail now because I hurt them.
So that's why you got to be quick draw. You can't wait.
You don't even call the cops.
No, I'm serious. If somebody shows up shows up in your shed,
Yeah.
like, as soon as you see somebody rummaging around, you can say,
He had
So-
a gun.
I think, isn't the right thing to do is to, like, put out cheese or something until he steps out and then shoot him? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, you put the cheese facing you so that he has to turn around and look at the cheese so that you're not shooting him in the back. And then you have, like, a stash of guns and you throw one down. So he had a gun.
Oh, God damn that. Like, I think you're right. Like, in the example of what you're trying to say is, if you come home and there's somebody now living in your shed, they've taken all your shit and thrown it, all your mopeds, throwing them out in the yard.
Right.
And then they just they're running their electricity from your living room.
Yeah, they went in and plugged in their extension cord, and every time I unplug it, they call the police on me for cutting their power. And in Illinois, you can't cut somebody's power. It's against the law. So then I go to jail for cutting their power into my shed.
Okay. So, yeah, if somebody is living in your shed, you can't walk out there and shoot them,
Right.
nor should you be able to.
Right. Yeah,
But-
I mean, I agree
but-
with that.
If you come home, let's say that you come home from work in the morning
Yeah.
and you see somebody climbing out your window. Are you legally allowed to shoot them then?
I don't think so. I think if they're not a threat to you, you're not allowed to shoot them. And if they are trying to, I want to say that the law is if they are trying to flee, you're not allowed to shoot them, because obviously if they're trying to flee, they're not a threat to you. I'm almost positive that's the law. That's what they told us when I took my concealed carry class. You can't
Illinois,
shoot somebody trying to flee.
what's it called?
Stand your ground. I don't think they have a stand your ground law or castle doctrine or something like that.
Okay. Though Illinois does not have a stand your ground statute, the state Supreme Court has held that there is no duty to retreat before using force in public. Illinois law authorizes the use of deadly force to prevent the commission of a forcible felony, which is defined to include burglary of unoccupied vehicles. So you can shoot somebody that's trying to steal your car, just not your shed.
Just not your shed. So if somebody were trying to kidnap my daughter and I shoot them, is it illegal to stop somebody from kidnapping by shooting them?
No.
Or okay, let's take the gun out. I know guns make people nervous or whatever. Let's say somebody's trying to kidnap my daughter and I am able to catch them and I grab them and I'm choking them, and somehow in the struggle they break their leg, they break their arm, whatever. Am I on the hook for assaulting them?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's somebody else's. You're defending somebody else's self.
What? What?
It's like self-defense, except for somebody else.
Is that true? You can stop a crime and hurt somebody?
Yes.
So then am I allowed to kill them?
In that case, yes. Yes.
So I can get on top of them and just strangle them to death?
Yes.
I'll allow it. Reverend Doug will allow it.
So I don't know. Like if you, so like say you come home and somebody's got your daughter halfway out the window and then you grab them
Yeah.
and hit them in the back of the head with a brick and then
Yeah.
drag them over to the curb and make them bite the curb and then stop
Right.
them in the back of the head.
Right.
And then start like doing snake bites on their arms and Charlie horses and everything. Drag them in the house, give them a wet willy. Like at some point.
Enough is enough? Is that the
Well-
law? The enough is enough law?
Well, because if you shoot somebody and they die, it's like, well, that makes sense. He was trying to steal your daughter.
Right.
But if you spend 35 minutes just beating the fucking brakes off of somebody, like, is it just up to a jury? Like, well, you should have stopped at 15 minutes.
What if I have a car battery and nipple clamps on the ready? So every time somebody tries to kidnap my daughter, I just clamp them to the car battery and just electrocute them every single time. And I've ended up killing like 15 different people that way.
I'm standing my ground.
I'm standing my ground. I mean, they're giving the criminals free reign, but still not changing the way you're allowed to defend yourself from the criminals that they're giving free reign.
All right. You ready to go do our conspiracy?
Yeah, bye.
Bye.